What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This is 2 days in a row. Can you believe it? 2 days in a row that I've uploaded. This must be a record. Let's have a moment of silence for me uploading 2 days in a row. If you're not yet, consider subscribing. We make videos at least once or twice a week. We really just go with the flow. I'm trying to get on a better schedule. In fact, my sister, she's like, when are you uploading next? And I was like, whenever I have time to upload. I'm just so busy with work and with the kids. I try to just, this is a hobby. It's a really fun hobby that I like to do, and I like to look back on these videos, and it's just something that helps me be creative in my free time. So if you haven't yet, like I said before, consider subscribing and join our family. Just recently, I think it was about last week, I got my bike ready to go outside to go for a bike ride with Malcolm and Jackson. Malcolm wasn't really feeling it, so I left Malcolm at home. And so I took Jackson in the back of my bike, and it was one of those like dad stroller thingies. I don't know what you call them, like a little carriage thing. But I was so excited because I got my bike ready. I pumped up the tires, made sure everything was good and everything ready to go. It was a nice, cool day. It wasn't humid at all. And so I went out for a bike ride. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go down like the park that we live on, which is like 1.5 miles out that way. And then I'm gonna bike back just because I wanted to get out and enjoy the summer because the winters are so long in Minnesota. First bike ride of the summer. I was so excited. I was biking, looking around, waving hi to the people, like when you're walking or when you're riding by, with the little head nod. I'm riding along. I'm on my way back. I'm probably about 1 mile out, looking, just enjoying the weather. I didn't have any headphones on, and I was just enjoying all of God's creation. I'm riding, and all of a sudden, I'm about to pull up to this lady, like, ride past her. She's walking her dog, and she has her headphones on. Then all of a sudden, we hear a and my bike goes from, 15 miles per hour that I was riding to 0. And I got a flat tire. And at that moment, I was like, man, like, seriously, like, it's the first bike ride of the year. Why would this happen? And before that, I kind of kept hearing this like clicking noise on my front tire. I'm like, okay, what is that noise? And I tried to ignore it. And I didn't address the situation, which I should have addressed. And so after the flat tire happened, I was like my mind instantly went to negative. Like I went negative. I'm like, man, now I gotta walk 1 mile dragging this bike with Jackson. I look stupid. Everyone's like sorry for me, but they really can't do anything because I'm 1 mile out. And if they give me a ride from like a stranger, I'm not gonna ask for a ride from a stranger. Like no, that's stupid. And I started instantly going negative. And I was like, okay. I paused for a second, recuperated my thoughts, and I said, you know what? Okay, this is not a bad situation. There's more worse things that could happen than a flat tire, right? So I thought to myself, like, man, okay, Jackson's watching me in, the little carrier in the back. He's watching my emotions. He's watching my face reaction. He's watching, everything around me. And I said, you know what? This is a great opportunity to exhibit positivity during adversity. Positivity during adversity. Now, one thing I've learned with Jackson is that he pays attention to everything. When I mean everything. And you're like, whoa, I didn't know that he was watching me do that. So for instance, one thing that we do often is when Jackson gets really upset or he gets like into this crying mode, it's his temper tantrums, he like will just start wailing and crying, and I'll go like this. I'll go, and it's one of those things that kind of gives him a visual and to help him calm down. But he never does it, right? So one day, Malcolm was crying, and Malcolm was just wailing. He couldn't like control his cry. And Jackson goes over to him and he goes, and me and Lindsay like looked at each other like, did he? Wow. So from that point on, I'm like, man, he really watches everything that I do. Everything that I do, everything that I say, how I love on Lindsay, how I love on Malcolm, how I talk to other people. He's watching. I'm the example that he's trying to follow. And I was like, okay, back to the story. So with the flat tire, I was like, man, okay, I need to exhibit positivity through adversity. I said, you know what? All right, I'm gonna put a smile on my face because I got 2 legs, I got arms, I got a body, I got a mind, I'm healthy, I got a son, I got a healthy family, I got a job, I don't have nothing to complain about. And so I started pushing my bike, and everyone that passed me, they didn't know how to respond to my positivity because they could see that I was in a bad predicament, right? They could see that I was in a bad predicament. They didn't know how to like respond to me. Like some people were like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, what a bummer. Or people would just bike right by and like just smile. They didn't know how to respond in adversity because when they see a smile, they didn't know like, okay, you shouldn't be happy. You shouldn't be, you know, with a smile on your face because you obviously are in a negative situation. I was just thinking like, man, like I pull the smallest things out of my life and I try to like turn them into like lessons. I don't know if you guys do that, but for me, I'm like, okay, what happens when you have a flat tire in your life? Like you weren't expecting something to go wrong in your life, but it did. How are you gonna respond to it? Because people around you are watching. And so I want to encourage you guys that when you guys do have a negative or a terrible situation that just doesn't go the way that you want it to go, then you need to kind of recuperate and say, okay, let me look at the big picture. Let me look at the big picture. What really matters? Okay, I got my health. All right, I got my family. Okay, I got everything intact. Like I'm good. You know what I mean? And so that's just like the perspective that we gotta take sometimes. It's like taking yourself outside of the moment, knowing that this situation is not gonna last, you know, forever. It's just gonna be one moment of your time. But that one moment can dictate how, you know, your child or whoever is watching you thinks of you, right? I know Jackson's only 2 years old, but like I'm just a big thinker. But I just thought that was really interesting how like, you know, we have flat tire situations in our life and sometimes we just don't handle them well. And we just gotta be cognitive to all you parents out there that if you have a situation, you gotta make sure that you're handling it the right way. I don't know, I just wanted to share that story with you guys. I think that it's a good kind of lesson for me. I did learn that I need to have like a little kit, a bike kit if I'm gonna go biking with Jackson or Malcolm or anything like that. But what are you gonna do next time you have a flat tire situation? Are you gonna sit there and pout, or are you gonna go through it and figure out how to think positively, then attack it in the right manner? Comment below. Maybe you guys want to share a flat tire situation that happened that you didn't really, that you didn't know expected. All right, that's it for this video. It's just gonna be a little talker. I'm trying to do more videos, guys, because when I do these, when I get into my zone, I love doing the videos, editing the videos, chopping them up, putting music to them, giving it to the people, and seeing what you guys say. So comment below if you like it. If you don't, just keep your negativity to yourself because we don't want negativity here. All right, I'm already at 10 minutes, so this is too much, too long. But if you haven't yet, join our family. And remember, you're lovable, you're capable, and you're worthwhile. Let the good times roll. Peace. And maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Ooh.